Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial on how to use our simple monthly budget sheet. If you bought our product, thank you for choosing Always Planning and we hope you enjoy your new spreadsheet. If you managed to get an early release free version, thank you so much and we look forward to your feedback. If you're browsing, then feel free to watch this video just to check out this product and visit and purchase our products listed at our Etsy store below. So let's dive straight in. Step 1, the instructions page. This video is a quick guide to get you up and running in just a few minutes, but we've built the instruction page in a way to guide you on every aspects. This includes setting up your currency, the monthly budget sheet, importing CSV files, editing your quote sheet, the goals tracker bonus sheet, as well as frequently asked questions and any troubleshooting issues. Feel free to contact us via Etsy for any suggestions or questions that you may have. So I'm going to just start the ball rolling on this tutorial. Step 2, selecting your currency. First, before you begin on the main budget sheet, it's important to select the currency that you would prefer. So if you want to click Setup and then select the currency that you have, we've tried to add as many currencies as we could think of, but if yours isn't there, you can go to the FAQ section where it will tell you how to manually add your new currency. So this is step 3, dates and savings. So you can finally start using your dashboard. The first thing we're going to be wanting to do is making sure the dates are all correct. We have a handy drop down menu. And as you can see with Google, this is exactly the same over here. The first thing we want to do after that is make sure we add any money that's left over from the previous month and add it here. So for example, if you had $200 left over, you can add that here. And this will also be reflected in the amount left to spend. This will be the income minus all the expenses and including the starting balance that you have added here. So now moving on to step 4, the dashboard. So we've now set our date and we've got our starting balance. Now I want to kind of talk through the other things that we have in this moving banner. So we've got the total income, total expenses and total savings. This is automatically calculated. So you can see at a quick glance what those amounts will be. Also got this inspirational quote bang in the middle of the spreadsheets. This is just to keep you motivated while you're financially planning. You can actually change and update these, and the instructions to do that is on our instructions tab. Here we've categorized every incoming and outgoing, and as well as put them into the expected and actual income. The expected income is the income that you're essentially budgeting. So this is income that you hope to receive, while the actual is the amount that you've added in the transaction list, which I'll show you later. And now step 5, the spreadsheet. So finally you can start filling the information that you need to get this spreadsheet up and going. So if we come to the income summary, we can see that you can input the categories based on any income that you have based on whatever paychecks that you have very quickly and easily. So the one I'm going to put now is a painting job. And this also, lovely for this person, is coming in on the 31st. And we're expecting maybe $400 for this. So as I mentioned before, expecting is the amount we're budgeting or hoping to receive. And then the transaction list, as mentioned before, this is where you're going to log all your incoming and outgoing funds. And so if we want to just duplicate this, because we know that that came on the 31st. And then here we want to add an income. And then we will be able to see any of the categories that we've added automatically added to this drop down menu. So if we want to put painting job and say we got 500, a little bit more than we expected. When we come up, we will be able to see that 500 in actual, and you might have had a quick glance, but you can replay it to actually see it automatically updates in the total income as well as the total left over. But the bonus that we have with the money coming out of your account, we actually have a progress bar. So for example, if you had expected and that you got the exact same amount in terms of your actual, then the progress would be 100. But if you spend a lot more less in reality, for example, with groceries, then you would see 20%. So you've actually saved a bit there. So this is a feature that we did because sometimes we just want to know if we're on track at a quick glance. And with the debt tracker, this is kind of more focused on loans. So we've put a loan repaid section as you input your transactions below, as well as the loan amount. So we put there, so for example, if you had a bank loan, and that was $500, so that's a 0%. And if we go down below, and this bank loan payment we wanted to add, and that was in debt, and we only added $200 this month, then we can see here we're making 40% progress. It's really good because you are able to quickly at a glance see the loan amount that you have for that particular category, as well as the amount that you've repaid and the percentage, how close you are to that goal. With the bills tracker, for visual aid, we've added tick boxes so you can quickly tick or cross if you've managed to pay that bill and the due date. But this is purely for visual aid reasons. So in regards to Google, it works exactly the same way. You're going to be wanting to put your category, your due date and your expected, and the same when you go down here. So in regards to this, you do the exact same thing, similar drop down menu, exactly the same. The only thing I would say is that when you're clearing this section, the transaction, you're going to want to also make sure that you manually clear your category section. It will give you invalid anyway to give you a warning for that. Step 6, the graphs. I wanted to add some graphs that just give you key insights very quickly, but not too overwhelming. So the first thing we did was your weekly expenses. This tracks how much you're spending each week. And then as well as your cost allocations across the month, where is your money going? And then your top 5 expenses. This will automatically generate where your top 5 expenses are in the month. So there's nothing you need to do with these graphs. Everything is fully automated. So with the Google Sheets, it works the exact same way. We've got the graphs for weekly expenses, cost allocation, and top 5 expenses. Step 7, top tips. Now you have a quick guide to set up the dashboard. We've curated some tips to get you started and make using this spreadsheet as seamless as possible. The first thing we wanted to share with you is that across the spreadsheet, you've got information in these red triangles in the corner. So if you hover over, you'll get information regarding that particular cell. The next top tip is that we've got protected cells. So these cells are slightly darker in color. For example, the actual cells across the spreadsheet, as well as the progress cells and the loan repaid. This is so that if you accidentally wanted to add to a cell that you shouldn't, then it will have a friendly warning to let you know that you cannot make a change. And then the last tip we have is that duplicating the tab itself. So if you right click on the tab that you want to duplicate, and then you select move or copy, then you can move or copy this spreadsheet and you can create a copy. And then automatically you can create a copy. If you put it in the wrong place, you can just select it and slide it along. And then here we can now do the month of June. Automatically it will be empty and you will have to adjust these dates to be for that month. So for example, if I made this date to June. So in terms of the Google Sheets, this is exactly the same. You have the bar that gives you that information, that extra information, as well as the protected sheet. So if I went to try and make a change, it would give me a warning. You're trying to edit this part, so I'd cancel it and that would stay the same. As well as if you are going to duplicate, you just press duplicate on this one rather than copy, and then that would be duplicated. And if you did exactly the same, change the month, and that would be automated here. You'd put June, and then that would show the exact same thing here. Now step 8, the goals tracker. This is a bonus sheet for if you have purchased our monthly budget sheet. Here you can track any financial goals, whether it be for charity, presents for friends and family, big purchases, or even loans you need to repay. So I'm going to start first with the banner at the top. We've got motivational quotes as the same with the monthly budget sheet, the main one. We've got the goals, the total contributed amounts to the goals, and the total amount you're yet to save to meet your goal amount. And then we've got the closest goal target achieved. This is a great way to just see the top 3 performing goals that you have and just keep you motivated along your journey. And then moving to filling out these goals, you want to put your name, add a picture. In order to add a picture, you need to unprotect your sheet, which you can do by right-clicking on the tab, clicking unprotect. Then at pictures, you can place a picture over the cells in this device. Once you've added that, please protect the sheet again in order not to accidentally affect any of the protected cells. Then you want to add the start date, the goal date into when you want that goal to be reached, and then the amount. So here we can see we've got 670 contributed already. And where is that from? This is all populated here. So when you add, it will automatically update to contributed. So balance to save is 30. So if we know we want to add 15, see there, we've added 15. This has added to the contributed, lowered the balance to save, and then told us how much we need to save monthly before our goal date. So this is how you fill out the goals tracker. And in Google, the format is exactly the same. There's no difference. If you want to add a picture, you can insert image and then insert image over cells, and you can do that this way. Well, and last of all, if you enjoy using our spreadsheet, we would love you to be able to fill out our feedback form, which kind of is very quick in a couple of minutes, and you might be able to contribute to our next product and also be at the chance of getting a free product in the future. So that's very easy. Just click once. That's it on the tutorial on the free budget spreadsheet. If you have any questions or need further assistance, please feel free to message us back via email, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Happy budgeting!